Hi and welcome. This is Damon Bruce and you're watching 2K Sports. It's time. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. It's the Boston Celtics going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. On tap, coming up next.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Cheeks. Irving drives in. Blocked by Bird. To the inside. Celtics passing it away. Pass to Pitt. Can't get it away. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They're looking to bounce back after the big loss on Saturday.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yeah, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shot. Guys seemed to tighten up and start allocating a lot of
Nice shot by Bird. Here's Cheeks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this round. Tony. Passes it to Cheeks. Jones. He's guarded by Maxwell. 6 to shoot. Cheeks gets the jump. Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Archibald. Gives him a lead pass. No good from Boyd.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Wasting no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Irving's down 1-4 on the field. Dishes it to Bird.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Bird's gone 3 of 7, shooting from the floor. Stolen by Bird. Now matching the line there. This should be a backcourt violation. Philadelphia ball. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Cheeks. Back to Irving. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. It looks tight. It's not producing. His team's struggling as well.
Unhindered, going all the way. Cheeks' shot is great. Cheeks has got his first points of the game.
He's one of the best in the league with that. Even with just a tiny slip, he always seems to find a way to get up.
And Bird, here we go. Loose. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. McHale's checked in for Bird.
Kevin McHale.
Here's Maxwell. Looking for a first basket service.
They haven't done a whole lot of what just happened there. Only a couple times have they given the ball away. Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Moving it up. Another touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Tony to pass the Cheeks. Outside Irving. And McHale pulls it down.
Tell you what, don't waste any time getting into the swing of things off the ball.
Even though it's early, that's a great sign for the rest of the game.
The Celtics make their switch.
Your Sixers dancers.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. 4-point game. Tony kicks to Irving.
They're really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside there. Open things up and put the pressure on the shoulder.
The feed to McHale.
Yeah, he has not established position.
I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
points of the night. The 76ers trail by 4. To the paint, here's Dawkins.
What about the net? This is literally this big fella balling with power and color.
McHale against Jones. The layup on top.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
That ties the game. Irving's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside, get it started, and we'll beat down and get away.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. But that's 10 straight points now inside. You gotta watch the 76ers. That's 2 fouls already. You can't afford another.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Back to McHale. Now Jones. From the baseline.
Checking in for the 76ers.
The 76ers shooting in his first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. Collins dishes to Collins. The pass forward.
Blocking foul. Robert Harris. That's his second personal foul.
The 76ers making the switch.
Rich Tiggs.
And Philadelphia has possession. Tiggs defended by Harris. 6 on the shot.
Rich
They now take the lead.
Tiggs.
And the 76ers lead by 2. Kicks it to McHale. And some very good points for him on that possession. Here's Collins. He feeds it to Hollins. He dishes it to Collins. Knicks pass it to Hollins. Shot clock at 5. He passes to Collins. Trying his luck deep. And hit. And the Celtics going the other way now. There's a screen on the field. Inside. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. McHale's got 6.
Well, this quarter is going awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Hollins gets to Collins. The dish to Hollins. Feeds to Collins. Pass to Mitch. He kicks it to Collins. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Barrett. Knocks it loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. Chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game. With the discussions, also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. So important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Here's Hollins after the made shot from McHale. 1:37 left in the first quarter.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
That's down. Time to finish it off. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here. Sometimes you play sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Sixers Masters.
One play. stay with it, but they just couldn't make it. Passing in the corner. Backs in. Just one time, and it's Boston with another.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
The 76ers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a match.
Here's Collins. And there's the whistle. Foul ball, and the shot is right in the line.
He's very strong inside, particularly as a finisher. So even if it's a hard foul, hard contact, nothing seems to bother him. And this guy, as a result, is a good scorer.
Exactly. That's about the only way to stop him once he's making a run at the hoop. He's a dead eye at the line, coach. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Misses at the pitch. And the ball to Bowen. Celtics passing it around. Took away. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. 76ers on the switch here. Pocket 6. Here's Archibald. And good shot selection there. What a high percentage look for him. Parrish. Now the feed to McHale. Coming down. He goes straight on at the one-handed jam. Well, now they're just going to time him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Captain. But so far, no go.
Well, phenomenal aerial assault there.
Here's Collins. But it's offline. And so the first quarter's in the books. Boston on top. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals as we get things started once again. And over here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I really like what they're doing here in the opening half. Down on the block. Very good inside.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got McHale. Maxwell is out there with Bird. And it's Bowen in to clear the small forward. And the basket by Maxwell. The 76ers trail by 8. Back low. Nice shot by Hughes.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. This plays into this.
Yeah, it sure has. There's many points that they got in the paint. They really haven't had much on the perimeter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Here's Hollins. No scoring in from him, but breaks off the machine. Hits the bucket. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Maxwell. And he comes up the front of the rim.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because the guy was attempted away from the defender. But the touch was poor.
The shot will not go. And it's Boston the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
So, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. A simple one-hander is just fine.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Outside, Jones. Pass to Dawkins. No luck. Bird with some nice D. Celtics lead by 8. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's a 3. That's good. Bird's got 9 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, bro.
Dawkins, defended by Bowen. Pass to Dawkins. Smooth and strong finger roll.
Boy, big man with very soft hands. Nice touch around the hoop.
And Bird, here we go. It's done by Jones. Fast break, here we go. Here's Cheeks with the lead pass. Here's Dawkins. And he goes on to the layup. Dawkins has got his third
this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
There is a spider out here on the court that they possess.
So much fun.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Irvin's checked in. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Cheeks. Laid in with a nice touch on the box. Cheeks has got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, I didn't even get a sniff of it on that move tonight.
This is going to be pass it to Bowie. Gets it to Bird. Here's Maxwell. Defended by Jones. Offline with his through. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Tony. No good. Great D that time from Bowie. Celtics leading by 9. Bird against Jones. Bird against the Maxwell. No good from the right.
Real shooting performance for them today. Luckily for them, this team has
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Fire from the rim. It's off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Here's Cheeks. Brings it up and puts it in. Cheeks has got 6.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. It's 5 baskets in a row.
Toughen up that
Here's Maxwell. 8 points for him. And that one's good.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Cheeks. He has 6. Jones is guarded by Maxwell. It's Jones on the wing. And there's the rejection. And pushing it up. There's Boston. Here's Maxwell. He shoots again. He lays it in. He's got 12.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Cheeks. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Blowing the whistle.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim. It's one play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They send a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Boston leading by 9. He feeds it to McHale. 7-foot shot. And that's out of bounds. Boston rolls into the reception. Jones just gets to the second. And Bird, here we go. He dishes it to Page.
Textbook defending there. He didn't give him an inch of space to get that shot off.
Great footwork, terrific positioning play.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. Plus 8 in the minute.
That's exactly what's happening. Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
The 76ers trail by 11. Cheeks kicks to Tony. Passes it to Cheeks. There's the dish to Jones. Hooked away. Here's Maxwell. He's got 12. Shoots over Tony. Maxwell's shot is no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Cheeks no good. Celtics leading by 11. And Bird, here we go. And there's the pass to Maxwell. It's Bird picking up the assist. Maxwell's got 14 points.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Here's Cheeks. He's got 8. Softly drops in the quarter. Cheeks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although as a team, they've had a negative mixed in there as well.
Pass to Maxwell. He's back up. Gets hauled in by the 76ers. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving passes to Cheeks. Gets it out to Tony. Here's Dawkins. Outside Irving. Defended by Bowen. Now, here is Irving. Shakes off the strong D and get the bucket for 2.
With that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Maxwell. It's blocked. Harris, the pass to Maxwell. Covered by Tony. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Maxwell. He's again. Shot over. Some solid defense there from Irving. The 76ers trail by 9. Feeds to Tony. He passes to Cheeks. He kicks to Irving. With some arc, and Parrish with the block.
It just doesn't look right to me. I'm a source of something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it. I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket. And you know, Steve, he's as level-headed a player as there is. If there's ever been an occasion when he's got frustrated, I can't recall it. I've not seen it.
Here's Tony after the made shot for Maxwell. Expanding his range. Tony, no luck.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defenders draped all over. Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, Celtics making the switch here. Boston's gone 1-2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it for pass. Comes in for the dunk.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in heading in his way. There's no way you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Nice shot by Bird. Bird's got 13 points.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Irving gives it to Jones. The pass to Chiefs. Jones. Philadelphia moving the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cheeks. The putback controls the rebound. Puts it back up again. He's got 8.
Defensive breakdown doesn't show up now. The last 4 buckets allowed come from very close. Getting these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
The 76ers trail by 9. It's going to be over a bad option for the line that time. The 76ers. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Collins good.
They'll tell you that their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse. Yeah, they're making some shots now. They're finally starting to make up some ground.
This is the pitch. It's the bucket. Parrish has got 4 points in the quarter. 41 seconds left here in the second. Poke loose. Here we go. Alone. The finish. Breakaway slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
Big front power on the dunk.
Man, guys, this is just too close in the game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Dunk by Irving.
And you know what, Mac? I mean, in
possible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are looking for eye contact.
Yeah, they're deep. That's what those alley-oops do there.
Bird outside.
Here's Slade.
Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. And that does it for the first half of play. Celtics lead by 9. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Today, a spot in the NBA Finals on the line. Stakes high enough for you? I hope so. Let's get into the halftime report. Boston leading against Philadelphia. They're looking to secure another win here and advance in these playoffs. On the 76ers side of things, they're managing to hang around. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to this Game 7 as we get ready to get back in the action. We've seen a tremendous game from Maxwell.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible. Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Jones is out there with Dawkins. And there's Tony. And there's Rupa. And Cheeks in at the one. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now, here's Rupa. Here's Maxwell. That's it to go. Maxwell's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Celtics. The 76ers trail by 11. Irving kicks to Jones. Tony. Pass to Dawkins. Parrish is there. Back to Tony. And there's the feed to Irving. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Maxwell. Maxwell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Parrish inside. Working on Jones. Shoots it up. Out of bounds. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Maxwell against Cheeks. Irving passes it to Cheeks. He lobs it up.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring her down as abundant.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the basket is even better. They can put it on absolute fire.
That's all in by the 76ers. Irving's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Cheeks in blocked. Maxwell against Cheeks. Maxwell kicks to Parrish. He feeds it to Bird. Maxwell. To Bird. Let's play. Pass to Maxwell. He dishes it to Bird. That doesn't go either for Bird.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
There's Tony. Nice team from Bird.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Bird. The 76ers trail by 9. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Feels good, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some over.
And that one's been moving.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
The pass to Maxwell. Bird outside. Busted. No good that time either.
He's not exactly striking from deep. He had 1 free ball in the first half. Still bagel in the second.
Stolen by Bird. Boom. Defended by Tony. Takes it to Bird. He passes it to Maxwell. 5 to shoot. Screen by Parrish. Maxwell against Irving. They need this one. Looks good. Bird's got 16.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Cheeks gets to Irving. Jones. Pass to Cheeks. Turning with a screen on Maxwell.
Assist. Cheeks.
Celtics lead by 8. Back to back. Bird, defended by Jones. This is a screen on Jones. Dunks it after the pick, frees him up.
Well, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and the salt on the butt.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there's a lot to like on that one.
That's the Chiefs. And then turn around for an extra overtime possession. Celtics treating the switch here. McHale's checked in. On the shot clock. There's the dish to Tony. Free throw line jump shot.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And he's covered by Dawkins. Post shot. And it's Parrish getting it to go. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
With a slam.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Here's Hollins. Pass to Dawkins. Hits. He's guarded by McHale. Now the pass to Carlson. And they get it. Two-handed jam.
Finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Austin with the ball. Pass to Bowen. This ball moved by Boston. McHale inside. He's got 16. Parrish Celtics. McHale left side. And another basket for Boston.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going. Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Second shot opportunity. Shots good by Tony.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot. He's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Knicks checked in for Philadelphia. Boston leading by 14. From deep. Shot was off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Hollins. Kicks it out to Tony. He passes to Knicks. Feeds it to Hollins. Levenfield hits it. The Celtics have gone 7 for 16 in the second half in the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Boston, no good that time either. The 76ers trail by 12. Shoots from the right block. Rebounded by Bowen. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Boston has switch here. Back to Perry. This is a tip-over. Here's Carlson. A shot from the left post is good. Celtics leading by 10. Here's Archibald. It's holding by Knicks.
This is the time that shot will go down. The defenders have to make sure they tag. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on. Now the story is points in the game part. They gain point-blank shots every time down.
So it's Boston now. They're leading by 8. McHale kicks to Parrish. Releases. And no good. Good try spot on Tony. Archibald defended by Miller. Kicks it to McHale. 5 on the clock. On the way. Brings it down with the quick back jam. And the Celtics lead by 10.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Here's Mills. Boy, that looked good. And yes, it is. And so they go where the basketball.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
He's checked in for Boston. Here's Archibald. Lays out. Buffalo don't have a chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And three-pointer off the mark.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Cheeks. Well, top of that. He goes straight to the bucket for the win. Cheeks has got 12.
That's what they're hanging in now. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block. To me, that's the key that he can win the battle in the paint. But right now, they got to go.
Here's Hollins. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Yeah, for a while ago, and they just had it with that.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. That's a great way to run into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a team into the 76ers.
And the 76ers making a change here. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. loose. Sixers what are you doing? Will retain possession. Jones, Hollins. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16.
With the time left, they can't trade 2 for 1 here. If they have,
And Bird backs him in. Parrish inside, and he's covered by Dawkins. And here's Bird for 3. Bird can't get that one to fall.
wayward and just off about everything he's put up in this period.
Sixers what are you doing? Return possession. "15 seconds left in the third. Jones kicks to Hollins. Pass to Cheeks. There's the 3. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics out in front, up by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us. I'll be back. We hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day 2K Sports. With us. Boston leading by 4. And look at the foul for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. That's blocked by Cheeks to the middle. Out of bounds. What are you doing? Outside Irving. Gets it to go. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the 76ers.
Well, the number one priority for him is keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher. And his body control is something else I like about him. I'm not sure how he does it, but the way he's able to get it around the defender, this is really amazing. You can see the eye contact. He gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Parker. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other on the floor.
And what a part of making it close to him. Potential momentum building.
Here's Archibald. Rejected by Cheeks. Second shot, and that's 2 points on the way. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game. I tell you right, very rarely do you out-rebound an opponent like that. That'll pay off.
Archibald. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Jones. Moving against Bird. Great G that time from Bird. Celtics leading by 4. Archibald. He's covered by Irving. And Bird, here we go. Irving passes the Chiefs. Here's Collins. Rebound by the Celtics.
Terrific defense at the end. Right in his path. Part of what they do is they can't make it on your path on your head a little bit too.
The assist.
Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 6. This is it for Irving. Lines up the alley-oop pass. Jones with the stone.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an ancient punch. Direct finish.
The feed to Bird. And he's covered by Dawkins. Some solid defense from
take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
And the Celtics making a change here. Stolen by Bird. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Archibald. It's held in by the 76ers. Robbins, 9 rebounds in the game, getting it down. And Irving guys in.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit. I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Boston leading by 4. Archibald, he's guarded by Collins. Back to Bird. Here's Archibald. Some solid here from Collins. Philadelphia goes down 3-6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Blocked by Bird. To the inside. Here's Archibald. Excellent D-Day from Collins.
I'm not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even in the first.
Remaining passes to Dawkins. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Parrish. He feeds it to Bird. He dishes it to Bird. Comes up looking down low. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Collins. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest. He decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one. Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Here's Cheeks. Outside, Irving. That's a hand on it. Bird pulls it in. Celtics leading by 4. Leads him in there. Here's Parrish. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Jones. The 76ers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Back off the Chiefs. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Parrish. Another touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Parrish has got 16 points here in the second half.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Dawkins kicks to Irving. This now to Collins. It's the Chiefs. On the top. Here's Dawkins. Uses the gas to finish the hit.
Clever pass.
Tight ball here. The Celtics. So quickly over to Doris Burke for helping.
The head coach for the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during that break. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make the comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
It's great to hear from you, Doris. Tell me he's checked in for Collins. Tough to finish it off. Beauty.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throw down. Well, now is the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Cheeks. Cheeks gets to Irving. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Celtics leading by 6. Archibald, defended by Tony. That's Archibald. And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you. Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
Target from three-point range. Celtics are gone 7-16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 44%. Jones against Bird. Hits the ball. It's tipped. To Bird. Out of bounds. He takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Cheeks. It's Tony on the wing. Passes it to Cheeks. And drops it in from the low post. Cheeks! Celtics leading by 6.
Defense has nothing to worry about out there with his shooting. He came down and in from deep this half at all.
Here's Cheeks. He passes to Tony. He's it to Jones. Rings and moving. And goes on the corner. And now it's just a good lead.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
You got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Irvin drives in. The 11-footer. Harris grabs the board. Harris has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming.
That's a bad shot. He's got to get three-point shooter anyway, and that was just too deep.
I'm with you on that, Steve. Which one of us should break it to?
Jones, no luck. Celtics leading by 6. The pass to Bowman. Puts up a three. Rebound by the 76ers. Irving's got the brace covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Cheeks gets the Jones. Pass to Tony. Puts it up from 7. And that one's good.
Boy, you can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Boston's got his score from three-point land all four since the start of the final quarter. 151 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Six on the shot clock. That's a rebound. Pass to Bowen. Left in the fourth. On deep three-point range. Here's Slay. Offensive rebound, Celtics.
Good play forward to substitution.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Boston making a switch here. Maxwell's checked in. Back to Bird. This ball moved by Boston. Maxwell kicks to Bird. Passes to Bowen. Handled by Tony. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. Well, that's a tough one. That's his jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. Shot clock at 3. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Cheeks. That's blocked by Bird. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now Jones. Irving dishes to Tony. It And now an intentional foul. They need to go back as soon as possible. And the first and 2, no good. Heartbreak. Didn't make that shot go to force overtime. And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move up.
And you can see the elation on their faces. I mean, not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
And guys, tonight, time to celebrate, enjoy the win, and then tomorrow it's back to the practice court, into the film room, and time to prepare for what's ahead. But what a moment tonight, a great time for this franchise.
And they'll represent the East in a final series that's mere days away. And that about wraps it up for Colt Kellogg, Steve Curry, Boris Burke, and the whole crew from 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and thanks for watching the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Now let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.